Alright, hey again, it's Steve. I'm going to do a review today on the Kangertech ProTank 3. I haven't used the ProTank 1 or the ProTank 2. This is my first Kangertech ProTank. I have one of their Ego-style batteries, which is a single coil, and this happens to be a dual-coil, bottom-fed tank. It's actually glass. It's not Pyrex or plastic. And it actually has a removable drip tip right here, which is neat because it's interchangeable. This, what looks like metal, I believe it's plastic, but it looks like it's supposed to be metal. I don't think it is. I think it's plastic, but that's, besides the point. Since I've been using it, I've had nothing but great things to say about it. It's my favorite tank that I have right now, but that could also be because it's my newest tank right now. So I'll go ahead and show you what it looks like vaped at a very low 3.3 volts. So as you can see, even at 3.3 volts, you're still going to get a nice cloud, and the taste that comes out of it, I don't know if it's the glass itself or the dual coil or the way the whole tank is set up itself. Inside the manual, it mentions that it uses zero glue. I don't know of any other tanks really using glue, but that's just from my knowledge. But it does claim to not use glue, so it's more healthy for the vapor. And yeah, it's as you can see in the center, there's that the tube that runs right down the center, and that runs down to the bottom, and it prevents the e-juice from seeping in. I haven't had any leakage yet. The only thing I had was when I went to screw it off my mod. If you can see right here, there's the gripped part, which is actually a different piece from the smooth part, and I went to untwist it, and because I have to fill it from the bottom, as I untwisted it, all my e-juice fell everywhere, but that could just be because of a user error as opposed to the product malfunction. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and turn up the voltage. I'm going to max it out. I'm going to go right up to 5, and that's normally how I vape with this particular tank, and I'll show you what kind of cloud it can produce. So as you can see, it's not a beginner tank. This thing can definitely stand up, to some of the other tanks that I have. It's my favorite. It's definitely like a pro vaping tank that from my experience. And a couple other things. It does come with an extra coil, or wick as I like to call it, and it looks like this. Very little guy right there. It's got a stacked coil, one on top of the other. As you can see, it's got real thick cotton coming out of the sides, and that's just to pull it. The wick actually sits like this in the tank when it's right side up, and it's just to pull it a little bit further into the coils as opposed to letting gravity do all the work. So that's the extra wick that it comes with, and it also comes with this little guy right here that they call a plinth, and this is just a beauty ring. It just covers up the threads on the Ego tank. Ego battery, in case that's what you're using if you haven't stepped up to using mods yet, which only use the 510 thread, which is the thread that's on the inside right here, and that's that little guy. So it does come with that, which is definitely helpful, because if you're using a 510 tank on the Ego battery and you're not covering up those threads, it just doesn't look right. As I said in some of my other videos, it kind of makes it look like you stepped up in the vape game a little bit, because you look more like a professional if you have that. Just this little thing that will change the perspective of it a whole bunch. I bought mine. It was $29.99. It was at my local vape shop. Salesperson there told me that that was one of his favorite tanks, and another customer actually told me that was one of their favorite tanks. And I bought it, and I can't say either of them are lying. I love this tank very much, and I'm going to continue to keep using this guy, and And that's it. So I hope you enjoyed the review, and vape happy.